Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Tour de France 24, episode 45. We're at the Tour de France for what we expect to be the final time. The objective, of course, is to come away with the victory, and we're in a great position. We've got a rest day. We're coming out of that rest day with 3 stage wins and a minute-and-a-half advantage over the favorites, Pogacar and Vingegaard. Evenepoel a bit further behind, and then the gap starts to open up. 6 minutes to Roglic, 9 minutes to the other chasers, and 3 of those 4 chasers that are further behind are teammates. So we're in a great position to threaten at least Roglic. I don't think Adam Yates attacking, though, is going to do much to Pogacar or Vingegaard or Evenepoel. But if Roglic is around, it at least could put him under pressure, or Bardet under pressure, to have to be the ones to ride instead of me if we end up in that scenario. We've only done 1 of 4 mountain stages in the tour so far. Let's continue on. We're going to go pretty quickly through the next 4 stages, with 3 of them coming in as sprints. So stage 10 is quickly simulated. Groves misses out on the final sprint, the only rider from the team to lose time, so I end up taking 14th today. Surprised Matthews didn't go for it. He's 19th on the stage. But Philipsen picking up substantial points. I think any hope of winning the green jersey is quickly fading, as I'm now over 100 points behind. And with 2 more sprints coming in the next few stages, we could find ourselves totally out of the picture on that one. Of course, sprint stages offer more points in the green jersey, as it's 50 at the finish line, making it a jersey meant for the sprinters, and it's starting to look that way. If this were the Giro, if it was La Vuelta, we'd probably be leading in that classification. And as for the KOM, it's not a done deal, but the last mountainous stage saw the breakaway take the victory on that one and pick up all the KOM points, and so Guillaume Martin ends up finding himself in the lead of that one. But we're not out of contention, but we're only sitting on 12 points. Halfway point of this punchy stage, and we are firmly in control of this one. 3 riders doing the work at the front, and just 8 riders in the breakaway, and not a substantial advantage. By the time we get through the climb, their 2.5 minute advantage got to 2:50, and that was all. And my 3 riders doing the work aren't even fatigued to the point where I need to use gels. So pretty easy day, easy ride so far. 0 fatigue on the team after we had a rest day and a sprint day. Things are comfortable for the midway point of this race. On the way to the decisive climb of the day, other teams picked up the tempo. It started working on chasing that break and brought him back to within just over a minute. It's also put enough pressure that the peloton has split off. There's enough riders that just weren't going to have any of it, and so they drop out the back, and we're looking at now being the team in control as I upped our tempo. And so as we reach the halfway point, it's definitely time to gel up, as this is going to be a difficult stretch here. Tempo's pretty high, and it's very steep through here. I'm going to go ahead and take control for this phase. If you're going to do anything on this stage, this is where it's going to happen. But I think the reality is it's going to be a fairly easy day to just control. I don't see the group finish with, 40 riders or something. It'd be a rather comfortable day. That's the one that starts to split the field. 94. Now 33. That's what we were going for. There's that split that I was looking at, and now I can kind of set up and let these guys come through, take over. No need to go crazy today. Still a minute 10. We've just broken the front group up a bit, brought it down to 5 riders.
The first are over and into the descent. There are
Guillaume Martin does not pick up any points today. In fact, he got dropped on the climb. And I've still got my whole team -1 with just 30 riders here. I think this is going to be a good time to... $25K to go. This is considered a descent, but we're barely breaking below 3%. Roglic and Fortunato have attacked. Roglic now solo off the front. The guy that attacked with him has already been caught. And now it's just 6 seconds. I actually love him being that little bit ahead and just kind of toying with him. We don't need to catch him here. I know he's going to be an easy catch. And there is undulation on the way to the finish. And that front 5 is now just 38 seconds ahead. So it looks like we could be contending for the stage today. Roglic back in the group. Group thinning. There's 30 of us now.
Managing to hold off the peloton.
There's the gel. Almost full strength. Pretty easy day. Pretty easy day. But 15K, could still see some chaos in the final 15K.
The final short climb of this stage stands before the breakaway riders. This is the last chance to attack and try for a solo victory.
This little climb could be a point for me to contend. Yep, here we go. Let's attack.
There will be 2 and 1 point for
might as well give it a shot, right?
He's accelerating behind. Watch out. 30 seconds lead for the head of the
race.
race.
For the red bar. Halfway up the climb. 11-second advantage. And it splits the chase group behind.
He's accelerating behind. Watch out.
And splits it again. And I've been caught by the front few guys.
Jersey has enough lead to be sure to
front group's still ahead.
The road to
it's back together, but just down to 26 now. So really, we only dropped four riders.
Riders will have to keep pedaling, otherwise opponents who have been dropped could catch up.
Wow. That follow did not work very well. Nearly lost contact with my own teammates. Okay, we're catching Michael Woods. There's 3 riders left at the front. I've split the field and I've got 2 teammates here with me. Back together. They regain contact. And here goes Pogacar on the attack. 1.9K, last little hill, and there's the front 3. 1.4K.
Something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometers.
Final kilometer. He might have pushed too hard already. Here we go. Full gas to the finish. Everybody is here, but I'm out front. Stage number 4. Stage number 4. Got it. Same time across the front group, but I do gain the 10-second time bonus, again further cementing our position. And so in the GC, Pogacar now a minute 26 behind, Vingegaard now over 2 minutes behind, Evenepoel coming up on 4 minutes down, Roglic at 6:13, Adam Yates 6th, Simon Yates 8th, Bernal 9th. No changes in the top of the standings. Mohoric, Kung still 16 and 17. No points picked up today. But I do gain points in the green jersey competition, coming within about 80 on Philipsen, but still a little bit too far down. 9:13 ahead in the team classification, though, as we head to 2 more sprint stages. Continuing our sandwich with another sprint stage.
It was a stage on
this
which
is
we
the
could
cheese
really
on top,
have shone,
I suppose.
and we don't.
Another win for Philipsen. I think that green jersey is his now. For the remainder of this race. 12 stages in the books. Groves only 14th today. Anil Kowski takes the win. Philipsen takes 2nd. That's a surprise. Groves takes 12th. That's a surprise. He should be doing better. We have enough guys with flat ratings to help him out a bit, to give him a lead out. I don't know, maybe just because we're focused on GC, which of course GC completely unchanged, and that completes the sandwich. The bread on top. 4 stages in the book, with 1 little punchy stage that we managed to turn into something pretty good. And 3 sprint stages, 13 out of the way. 1 more, and we're 2/3 of the way through this race. Big moment of this race. 2 mountain stages ahead of us. I think 15 maybe a little more important than 14, but still big stages, because then you have a rest day and then another sprint stage, a couple punchy stages that don't look like they're going to amount to much, and then one last mega Alpe d'Huez mountain stage. But 2 sprint stages to finish things up. So outside of the Alpe d'Huez stage, back-to-back big mountain stages. This is where the GC battle is going to probably be decided, with the exception of Alpe d'Huez. Definitely can't give the breakaway as much leeway today. Hold on. We're not about to let 20 riders attack.
Make a big effort on the relay.
We're at 18 riders. Okay. We caught the guys that were suddenly attacking. Let's let them get out a little bit. That's another attack. I was okay when it was 20. I don't want it to be 33, including key riders. We're looking at Vlasov, 14th overall, 19 minutes down as the leader, but actually Bilbao at 17:22. I suppose we're going to let them get away a little bit, but there's more riders trying to attack. This is just getting out of hand. Others have joined in, so this is good. They're not too thrilled by what's going on here. And they've created separation. I hate when this starts happening, this kind of thing.
Okay, I'll wait for you.
My 3 riders doing the work, break off the front, and open things right on up. They're back. But now all of a sudden, a 2.5 minute advantage is suddenly 4 minutes. The chaos that's happened at the front. 31 riders away. Still not even fully together. Not a substantial advantage. I think our 3 guys are going to be okay handling this for a while, but a little disappointed on how this breakaway formed today, and it went from nicely managed to chaotic and didn't go the way we want it. So we go up Aspen. First climb of the day, 12K, 6.5%. And we definitely put some damage in. We are going to get recovery on the descent here. And now it's a 6.5 minute advantage, even though we've got 3 guys riding at an 80. They pull out another 2.5 minutes. This is not going according to plan so far. 1 mega climb and 1 more big climb to come in this one. And that is the descent. And that is the feed zone already. And we're at the base of the Tourmalet. 16.8K, 7.5%. And we're going to continue riding on. In fact, we've already pulled it back to just 5 minutes with that tempo that we are setting. Blue gel for the front 3.
I'll consume a feed.
We're not the only ones putting the foot down. We're pulling riders back pretty quick at the front of the field. We're down to 60 in the peloton and down to just 4.5 minutes behind. Continue to leave 2 guys up there. Ineos now ready to contribute as well. Matthews is done. Down to 40 riders, 34 riders, 28 riders. Let's go ahead and get Mohoric gel. Mohoric doing all of the work right now. Moss hits the top first, 20 points. Mohoric, 500 meters, not going to last much longer. Ooh, hello. Evenepoel. Evenepoel has been dropped, along with Van Aert. 20 left in the group. And we hit the top. As we approach the base, I've got 5 riders, 4 of them still with gels and everybody fresh. Mohoric has gone a little bit deeper than the others doing the work, but he's not the only one doing the work. It is back to 25, though. Evenepoel has regained contact here in the valley before we begin the final climb. 5.5 minutes behind the front riders, which includes Vlasov, Bilbao, and Moss, and Thomas. But at 17.5 minutes down overall, they're not a threat. They'd have to gain 12 minutes, and that's not what's about to happen, especially when I have a lot of team support here at the base of the climb and a very small peloton. There's 20 other riders that are with us, and most of the contenders, or all of the contenders, Alaphilippe out the back, but we're looking pretty dang good. All right, on to the base of the climb. 15K, 15.6 overall, and 5.5%. Definitely need that higher tempo to make much sense of this. Bernal, go ahead and protect me. And let's up the tempo to a 100. I'm going to go nice and steady here. Definitely gets a lot steeper at the top. Still got 11K to go as we go to catch the first group of riders left off the front. That'll really cut it down. Just 7 left after that once we catch them.
He's a pure climber,
and we're just 3:20 behind now, so we've gained a minute in the last few kilometers, and it's fairly flat. Van Aert, Ironsman, Mohoric, the ones doing the work. It's also now 6 riders that we're chasing as they caught up to 1 rider. It was in the no man's land in between. We're just behind those guys.
The first riders will soon be at Criterium. They'll have 5 kilometers of climbing left of them when they leave the town.
And we've caught the group. Gonna keep right on riding though. Hindley amongst them.
The front of the race is 7 kilometers from the finish.
Just 2.5 minutes down. The stage could still be a win from the peloton, but not for sure because it is Vlasov amongst others and Moss, and they've got a very strong group. They're going to be a difficult catch. But at 2.5 minutes, it's possible. But at 7K, not likely. They are probably going to win the stage, but again, GC-wise, they're so far down that it's not going to hurt us. This is all about what's going on in the group here as we catch Martin. Now 27. Godou out the back. With teammates. How much do I want to put up my teammates now to turn the screw? I want to turn the screw. I do want to turn the screw. Let's get Bernal to start riding a 100. Into the steep bits. 5K.
The winner of the stage will score 10 points towards the best climber classification, as it's a first category finish.
Breakaway riders already being dropped. Vlasov got dropped. Moss is the one pulling away with Bilbao chasing. And Mohoric is done. On to Bernal. Let's go ahead and persist without limit. Go ahead and use your red gel as well.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
And that's it for my
There are
gel.
only 3 kilometers left for
I
the
do
group
still
at the front.
have
Will
my
there
other
be
gel
any
though,
attacks
so
before
we'll
the
use
sprint?
that one.
A
3.7K.
teammate has just been dropped. You
Down to
can't
20.
count on him any longer.
And we have separation. I've split the field. Well, Bernal has split the field. Bernal has split the field. We are 10 seconds ahead. And that group's disintegrating pretty quickly. 13 of them left.
Barely 2 kilometers left for the group at the front. There's a good chance it will come down to a sprint.
Okay, Bernal. Boy, I kind of want to attack, but not. No, we're going to just keep following Bernal here. Though it lost the contact. There you go. 13 seconds ahead. Oh, it's going to be flat here in just a bit. We're around this quarter and it's going to flatten out.
Victory is for one of them.
Ten seconds ahead, just 8 riders chasing. Bardet has been dropped, Evenepoel's been dropped.
Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall.
Thomas takes stage ahead of Landa, Moss, Bilbao, Vlasov. And here they come. Here they come. And I'll be right behind Vingegaard at the finish line. It's the first time I've been beat. First time I've been beat, but only by a second, 2 seconds. Others have lost time, so we're looking pretty okay so far. So 5 riders from the breakaway, good riders that were in the teens in the standings, end up hanging on to take the stage by just under 2 minutes. Vingegaard does pip me at the line by 3 seconds. Oh no, we lost 3 seconds. With how the race has gone so far, that is not very worrying. We're down to 2 mountain stages, 2 hills stages, and 3 sprint stages left? Even though I lose 3 seconds to Vingegaard, I gain 7 over Pogacar. Bernal comes in at 2:18 with Roglic and Carlos Rodriguez. Carapaz at 2:53. Simon and Adam come in together at 2:56, also helping our position as a team. However, those guys lose 3 minutes on some guys that weren't that far behind them in the standings. Hopefully we don't lose any positions as a result. So in the GC, Pogacar is a minute 33 down, Vingegaard 2:02, Evenepoel 6:16, Roglic 6:37 in the no man's land of battling each other for 4 or 5. Adam still 6th at 10:15. Simon is now up to 7th at 10:58. Bardet drops to 8th at 11:09. Bernal is at 12:15. Carapaz 3 minutes further behind. Bilbao, Vlasov, they move up that little bit, but yeah, they're still a few minutes behind those guys that aren't losing the most time today, slipping down the order. Mohoric is 17th at 28:27. Kuhn 22nd at 32:54. Martin, Moss, Bilbao, I'm still on 12 points. We have not had some defining moment where we go claim a ton of points at the top of a climb. However, the next stage does finish with a Arscat and big points at the end of the stage, and could be an opportunity to maybe compete for that one. But again, the real focus is on the GC, so it's not concerning that we are losing out on those other classifications. But we're 15 minutes ahead in the team classification right now, 30 minutes ahead of the next closest chasers. It's Perez who leads the way in the combativity ahead of Michael Woods and Latour. And just checking in on those individual pro cycling rankings, coming up on 1,000 points now at 950, with a little bit of the season still to go even after this Tour de France. But of course, we're not going to be competing in that, so it will be our end. We had 1,200 points last season. It's already enough to be the #1 scoring series that I've ever had. Coming up on 2,000 points as a team. That's going to do it for this episode, though. We're very much getting close to the end now, and we're in a good position, but job not done. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.